Guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So, part 1 of the 8th anniversary, this character right here is eventually going to turn into an LR. As of right now, we don't know. I think probably later tonight we might find out. But I'm sort of getting this video in on this TUR Babidi ahead of time. A lot of people are upset because this is essentially the 3rd LR Babidi card we have. And, I mean, it's hard to say for sure what this unit might be. I do think one clue is in the passive. There's a portion for attacking a superclass enemy, but that doesn't really matter because it's like these are sort of villain characters already who that's what they're fighting. But the fact that there's a portion here against fighting an extreme class enemy, that makes me think it's more so to do with either Deborah, Fat Boo, like Majin, like that because Deborah and Majin Vegeta are both sort of extreme class characters that fight Fat Boo, who's also an extreme class character. So I feel like there's probably some sort of like relevance there. The other thing too is that this character, I would say, is very likely to get a standby skill because, you know, 2 years ago LR Roshi had a revive. Last year the LR Gohan, Goten, and Trunks had an intro. So I think we're probably going to see this Babidi show up, but he's going to have a standby skill. I think that's definitely what's going to happen. Now, I don't think Babidi is going to be anything too impressive in this video. I think he's probably going to suck. Even as a TUR, they made him really weak. We know he's going to probably significantly improve as an LR, but he's probably going to EZA as well. I think we should see him get an EZA in Part 3. That's what they always do. I mean, take a look at this, right? We have 3 category teams. The only 3 teams we have here are Inhuman Deeds, Majin Buu Saga, and Terrifying Conquerors. Not really that great. Then his Link set, Brutal Beatdown, Master of Magic, Majin Resurrection Plan, Thirst for Conquest, Nightmare, Fear and Faith. Like, it's... Wait. Okay, hold on. I think that the Dokkan Wiki, they actually have 7 links on there. Okay, so this is Brutal Beatdown, right? This right here, this is Master of Magic, okay? This... yeah, this is Majin Resurrection Plan. What do you guys think of this link? It's definitely good, 2 key, 20% defense, but yeah, a little goofy there. Okay, this right here, this is Thirst for Conquest, probably his best link. Really good characters have got Thirst for Conquest. Then right here, then we have Nightmare. This is Nightmare. And then this is Shattering the Limit. Okay, no. Yeah, this is Shattering the Limit. Okay. So, it's just that the Dokkan Wiki has Fear and Faith listed, but Babidi does not have Fear and Faith, so keep that in mind. So, alright, I mean, yeah, guess what? This link set is certainly not the craziest, I would say. I mean, Majin Resurrection Plan, we're just not gonna get value out of this. I don't know. And it's like, if the LR is going to have this, that's not exactly probably a good thing. I mean, look at these characters. Remember, it's better if Dokkan right now, after the 7th anniversary Power Creep reset, it is better if Dokkan drops like a bunch of characters together, right? Like, if we're gonna do like some, you know, characters around like Babidi, it would be better if they're gonna drop, you know, 3, 4, 5, not just like one and dip, right? Like, I mean, this is before the 7th anniversary, but like LR Super 17, they drop him by himself and then they dipped, and it's like, oh, well, guess what? LR Super 17 never had a chance to shine ever. Like, he's okay in Red Zone, okay-ish, kinda, but like, that's it. He's kinda okay-ish in some Red Zone stages, a little bit. Right? Like, so we'll see how things are going to go. All right, we'll start out fighting a super class enemy. Then after this, we'll move to an extreme class enemy. On this rotation, we're going to have Thirst for Conquest and Nightmare both active, both attack links. So Babidi here, right? He gets 30% defense from a super attack effect, supreme damage, and then a medium chance to seal. I just don't see why sealing needs to have a % chance. I think sealing should be guaranteed, and Rainbow Orb changing should be guaranteed always. Doesn't need a chance to seal. And then he gets 2 key 100% attack and even start a turn. And then the medium chance to dodge if there's a super class enemy. Sure, but I don't go the craziest over medium chance to dodge. I mean, if we're going to give dodge to characters, I'd really like it to be 50, but preferably 70. Oh, well, we probably just got it right there. His animation does look pretty. This is a free-to-play unit. Like, that does look pretty good. That looks good enough that it does make me wonder, like, is that going to be part of the LR, right? Like, doesn't that look good enough? Like, that would be a part of the LR animation? I kind of would think so. So if that's the case, then that means it's likely that the Babidi unit is really just going to be kind of like, you know, Deborah, Majin Vegeta, Fat Boo, like all these characters just summoned by Babidi. To be mega, ultra, insanely fair, we've never had a relevant just Babidi character, right? Like, Babidi himself has never been... Well, how many Babidis are there, actually? So, there's the LR Babidi and Fat Boo. His SSR is just Babidi. There is an SR Babidi, and then, of course, the TUR Babidi that we're showcasing here. And then there's the LR Babidi and Deborah. That's it. So, it's like, sure, like, he could get a character. It's just, it does feel weird, because there's 500 of these already. Alright, so we could have every link... This is a incredibly good turn right here for like, this is basically as good as it gets, right? We have every link activated. Deborah, of course, activating a bunch of these, like, you know, crappy Majin Resurrection Plan and stuff like that. Let's make sure to give... We need to give the orbs to Deborah right here. All right, let's see. Let's see what Babidi does. I think we'll probably try and get this exact rotation as well. Just fighting an extreme class enemy. Because remember, against extreme class enemies, Babidi gets the 30% attack and defense when performing a super attack, rather than the medium chance to dodge, right? So, because the medium chance to dodge, that's specifically just for fighting superclass enemies, and then the little extra stats buffs, that's against extreme class. 1.65 he gets up to, right? With, like, sub 300k defense. So, I mean, yeah. Needless to say, this TUR Babidi, I don't see how... Well, we've been dodging like crazy, but I don't see how he's going to be very relevant. Let's just say that. Alright, guys. Going up against Majin Vegeta, which, again, very well might have a lot of relevance to this card. You know, summoning Fat Boo, summoning Majin Vegeta, summoning Deborah, right? Like, one of those three has got to be part of this unit. Okay. So, Babidi gets an additional 30% attack and defense when performing a super attack against an extreme class enemy. We have a lot less support on this rotation, for sure, right? Double LR Final Form Cooler, but, you know, let's just sort of see some of the numbers and stuff that Babidi gets. I guess it's just right now, this unit is just ridiculously, incredibly basic, right? Like, there's not really too much to him. I mean, you could always sort of expect that from a lot of these Part 1, like, free-to-play characters that release, you know, for the anniversary and Worldwide Download Celebration are the two celebrations that have followed this sort of same format for a couple of years now. What was the first celebration that used this format? I think it must have been the 6th anniversary, right? Yeah, I think it was the 6th anniversary. Well, maybe I guess, I mean, the free-to-play characters, right? The 5th anniversary had that, and then the Vegito and Buhan Worldwide Download Celebration, they did also have that. It's hard to piece it together, but I mean, one thing we can all agree with too, by the way, is that them easying these characters immediately on their first celebration does really suck. Because it's like, you know, this LR Babidi, I mean, here's the thing, LR Babidi might be okay. He might be a usable unit. Last year, the LR Gohan, Goten, and Trunks was pretty much just a throwaway, right? They had a pretty animation, the intro animation was cool, and that was basically all they had, right? Babidi may or may not be actually like a runnable unit, but even if he is decent or good, right? Let's say he's the best free-to-play unit in the game, sure. Because he EZAs now, he's probably not going to be, like, you know, he's not going to have a chance to, like, sort of, like, come back, right, and be decent later on. That's not going to happen. Okay, so, I mean, this is a decent rotation right here. Again, we do have this Dabura right here, which means we have all links activated for Babidi. And then, of course, you know, we do have some support up as well. Let's just see what the numbers are for Babidi right here. We probably will finish after this rotation. I don't know that we can really just go on and on and on this video, right? Like, there's not really, I guess, too much variance to what we're seeing from this. But, like, we kind of see what this Babidi has to offer, right? Like, we kind of got it from it, right? 1.76 right there. So let me know what you guys think of this TUR Babidi. Again, probably later tonight we are going to see what the LR is actually going to be, I think. But, you know, we'll see what Dokkan is going to actually decide to do with this. Alright, this is Magic that manipulates evil minds, Babidi. His leader skill is Inhuman Deeds, category key 2 and 50% of stats. His super attack is Pui Pui's Nice Shot, which raises defense by 30% for 1 turn, does supreme damage to the enemy, and then has a medium chance, a 30% chance, of sealing enemy super attacks. His passive skill, Babidi's Game, gives him 2 key and 100% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then he gets a medium chance, a 30% chance, to dodge enemy attacks if there is a super class enemy. Then he gets an additional 30% attack and defense when performing a super attack if there is an extreme class enemy. So, obviously, when he awakens to LR, there's going to be a lot more here, right? Then his links are Brutal Beatdown, Master of Magic, Majin Resurrection Plan, Thirst for Conquest, Nightmare, Fear and Faith, and Shattering the Limit. 12 key multiplier is 140%. And then our boy Babidi has not very many categories. Wait. I fumbled. I went into autopilot mode. Babidi's link set, right? It's Brutal Beatdown, Master of Magic, Majin Resurrection Plan, Thirst for Conquest, Nightmare, and Shattering Limit. He doesn't have Fear and Faith. I went into mega autopilot mode right there. Yeah, he's got 6 links. And the 7th link he's going to get is going to be Legendary Power when he Dokkan Awakens. We'll see. I mean, maybe it's like Babidi and other characters, and some of his links could change. It's hard to say for sure, right? We don't know for sure. So again, there is his link set, and then Babidi has a few categories here, right? He has Inhuman Deeds, which has never really gotten a proper lead. Would be an interesting 170% lead on one of these major 200% characters for sure. He's also in the Majin Buu Saga, which is getting some increased power, which is really good. And then finally, down here, he is on the Terrifying Conqueror category team. So, I mean, you know, Inhuman Deeds, Buu Saga, and Terrifying Conquerors, all 3 of them could be interesting, you know, strong categories for a 200% lead that has multiple 170s, and one of these 3 being it. So, we'll see. This LR Babidi may be useful after he becomes an LR and he EZAs, but again, the Goten Trunks and Gohan was not really impressive on release at all, right? Like, they basically were never good, which is a huge difference from, say, LR Master Roshi. And LR Master Roshi is ridiculous, right? Like, you could still utilize his, like, diverse abilities, dodge, stun, seal, revive, all that stuff in, like, Super Battle Road stages and Battlefield and stuff like that. So, hopefully LR Babidi is more so along the LR Roshi camp and not more like Gohan, Goten, and Trunks. But we will see. So, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.